It's time. It's time. Hi. I've been trying to do the O's. I can't really do them very well. But hey, welcome. Good to see you. It's Order 42, and for some reason it's 80 degrees outside and I'm cold. But yeah, how are you guys doing? It's good to see you guys. And let's see, Ricky was first. Yes, all the sales. There's a lot of sales going on. A lot of sales. We're going to get into that in just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Movie Mike. This is me. So many sales, I need a second job to afford all the money I'm saving. Yeah. Yeah. And look, I got a couple of pickups, nothing like crazy, but a couple of things to show, because a lot of stuff just isn't here yet. There's one thing that I ordered like a month and a half ago and it's still not here. It's still not even shipped yet, as far as I know. No. Arriving by March 26th. It's been saying that since I bought it. Let's see. When did I buy this? When did I order this, I should say? I ordered this February 19th. So yeah, that's a thing. But anyway, I love this. Stop, folks. Now I have 7 Samurai 4K, Yojimbo 4K, Sanjuro 4K, Rashomon, and the Hidden Fortress. Now all you need to do is get Akiru and let's see, Dreams. Dreams is actually pretty cool. I actually like Dreams a lot. Let's see. Throne of Blood and Ran and Keijimusha and let's see, what else? Bad Sleepwell, if you want it on DVD. Redbeard on DVD. I'm hoping those will all get upgrades, you know? Which is kind of why I've stopped buying, like I don't, I mean, I already have a lot of these, and I the only one that I think I'd want in 4K out of all of them would probably be Ran. Because Ran is beautiful. Keijimusha is actually pretty beautiful too. But yeah, Dreams in 4K. Good. But yes. And yeah, Bonobo Juice, welcome. And yeah, I was in the car wash. And I used this. My trusty Osmo Pocket 3. And because I have that cage, I can use any GoPro accessories that I have for my GoPro that I barely ever use. But yeah, that's basically suction cup to my windshield, and it's shooting forward. And so that's why, like, when I turn, you can see it gradually makes the turn. You know, it kind of has a floaty thing to it. And then it kind of, like, if I'm going up a hill or whatever, it does this bit. It works. It works. But anyway, and look, he already sold that Lexus. Wow. The steady speed going right along with the music. I mean, hey, you know, I need to change the music out. I don't really know what to use though. I don't know if I should just buy something, you know, to use. I don't know. But anyway, and yeah, that is definitely Texas. That ass. Rufus the Red, welcome. Good to see you. I thought I saw a movie Mike before my comment. No, you were first. You were first. Akiru or Ikiru? Hold on. It's not a samurai movie, but it's amazing. This movie is great. One of the greatest achievements by Akira Kurosawa. Akiru shows the director at his most compassionate, affirming life through an exploration of death. Takashi Shimura beautifully portrays Kanji Watanabe, an aging bureaucrat with stomach cancer who is impelled to find meaning in his final days. Presented in a radically conceived two-part structure and shot with a perceptive, humanistic clarity of vision, Ikiru is a multifaceted look at what it means to be alive. It's a beautiful movie. It really is. It's really good. It's really, really good. Is this a poster? Oh no, it's just a lot of words on this. But I mean, if you like him, yeah, you'll like it. It's a good movie. It's really good. I need to watch it again, actually. But yeah, Criterion Collection. And let's just, hey, why don't we just start with that, huh? Because right now, there's a flash sale over at criterion.com. 15 hours, 54 minutes left on the 24-hour flash sale. And look what you got here. That's Dreams, the picture of Dreams there. And then right down here, hey, all the Akira Kurosawas are on sale. High and Low. I forgot about High and Low. I have that too. Throne of Blood. Look, I didn't do this on purpose. Drunken Angel. I've never seen that. And I still haven't seen Redbeard. It's on my thing. Stray Dog I did watch. It was okay. It was just okay. I didn't like super want, like, ooh, that was so bad. But Keijimusha. And Ran is not part of the Criterion Collection, by the way. But I mean, seriously, there's so many. It's weird how they change out the, what's featured. Classic Hollywood. Ooh, All About Eve. Notorious. Citizen Kane. Some Like It Hot. Double Indemnity. I mean, come on. Criterion Collection is really great. The thing that, look, I get it when people say, I just want to watch it digitally or whatever. But if you buy any of these movies digitally, you're not going to get all the special features. You're not going to get the sometimes amazing essays. And I say sometimes because did I rant about I don't think I actually ranted to you about the essay that it was in Double Indemnity. But it was awful. You can actually look it up online. It is an awful, awful essay on Double Indemnity. It's a very, I don't even know what to say about it. But I don't think I ranted about it on stream. I ranted about it to Bucho. But yeah, look at this. Look, dark comedies. Look, I get it when somebody says, hey, $20 for a Blu-ray, 50% off. That's the sale price. Yes. When it comes to Criterion, yes. But come on. There's some great movies in here. Some great movies. You can get your own copy of Trainspotting. I didn't know The Breakfast Club was on the Criterion Collection. Huh. Look at that. So anyway, Fast Times. Anyway, 50% off. It's a great deal. And you won't find these movies any cheaper. And the 4Ks are going to be $25. Typically, unless it's like a special edition. Like I know they're because I have Brazil, which is Terry Gilliam's film from the mid 80s, which I really enjoy. It's very offbeat and very weird, but I really enjoy it. Finally got that on the Criterion Collection. They just announced that it's coming out in 4K, and I'm like, damn it, do I buy that? I don't know. I don't know if I need it in 4K. But I'll tell you this, they're releasing Sorcerer, William Friedkin's Sorcerer in 4K, and I'm very excited about getting that because it's got some great special features on it. I don't think the movie's good. The movie's good. But I'm not like 100%, but it's anyway. The Wages of Fear and Sorcerer are based on the same. I spelled Sorcerer wrong. They're based on the same story, and it's about these guys that are hired to transport a very volatile compound. I think it's nitroglycerin in through this jungle. And they're being attacked. They're being uh it's an interesting story, and it's Roy Scheider. And the thing about this movie is this was after The French Connection. This is after The Exorcist, of course, and it was released right around the time of Star Wars. So Sorcerer came out with little fanfare and made no money. And it was, it was definitely a passion project for William Friedkin. So it's interesting in his, it's sort of like the downfall of William Friedkin because of Star Wars. But it's an interesting movie and it's worth watching. But anyway, Criterion Collection. Anyway, these dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. These dreams, yeah, Heart. I used to love that song. Don't change the music. Okay, I won't change the music then. Don't change the music. Recently saw the movie Majority of One from 1961, starring Rosalind Russell and Alec Guinness. JX editor. That's interesting. I've never heard of this film. Majority of One. Looks like a comedy. Since her beloved son was killed in World War II, Bertha Jacobi, Rosalind Russell, has nursed a grudge against the entire country of Japan. But when her son-in-law, Ray Danton, is offered a diplomatic position in Tokyo, he and her daughter suggest she come and live with them. On the ship, the widowed Bertha tentatively makes friends with the courtly widower, Koichi Asano, Alec Guinness. Ah, okay. It kind of looks like he's playing a Japanese person? Alec Guinness? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, there you go. Plays a Japanese aristocrat. Thank you. Interesting. Never heard of this film. Putting a pause on movie sales for D&D sales. Well, I've got some of that too. We'll get to that in just a second. Ran is out of print. Yes, but it's because Ran was on the Criterion Collection, and then I guess the rights to that movie got sold to another company. So I actually have I don't actually have a physical copy of Ran. I have the HD copy of Ran digitally, and I have the 4K on my wish list, I think. Let's see. I should have mentioned that. I apologize for not mentioning that it's not actually Criterion. Yeah. So the 4K is from Studio Canal. And I want to get that. But it's actually out of stock at Amazon right now. 3-disc set. But gorgeous film. Gorgeous. I mean, if you're a fan of Kurosawa. And I am. Yeah, a lot of amazing. I mean, all the freaking Wes Anderson films. If you want to catch up on some Gene Hackman, if you never saw Royal Tenenbaums, you ought to check that out. Moonrise Kingdom. That is a great. That's, in fact, I don't know. I don't know if Grand Budapest Hotel with Ralph Fiennes is my favorite Wes Anderson, or if it's Moonrise Kingdom. Because Moonrise Kingdom just put a smile on I just love that film. Royal Tenenbaums is great. Rushmore is great. I'm not as big a fan of The Life Aquatic. I mean, it's fine, but it didn't, to me, it didn't hit me the same as some of the other ones. Moonrise Kingdom is just so good. So good. Only way you will get them cheaper is if you get used copies. Yes, but even like at least at Half Price Books, most of the time the used copies are at the sale price, So, yeah. Just added Rashomon, Dreams 4K, and Throne of Blood to another order. Okay. See, that's the thing. It's like I have High and Low, and I have Throne of Blood in my wish list. but I'm actually kind of waiting to see if they're going to release those in 4K. Because if they do, then I want them in 4K. I've seen them both. In fact, I have. In fact, I think I have the digital copy of High and Low. But and if you remember, you probably don't, but that's fine. Spike Lee, yes, that Spike Lee is making a remake of High and Low, and I mean, Spike Lee is one of those directors where some of his stuff I really like, and some of it I'm like, that's a little, not, High and Low. Wait, Spike Lee. Um, he's renamed it Highest to Lowest, and get out of here with your friggin' ads. I was trying to see who was in it. Denzel. I'm pumped to see this. Early summer 2025. I'm totally. Oh, Apple. Okay, so it's A24 and Apple Original Films. So I'm yeah, I'm pumped to see that. See, does it actually have a release date yet? Doesn't appear to be. So Denzel Washington, Jeffrey Wright, Dean Winters, Michael Potts. I don't know a lot of these people. I don't care. I'm you had me at Spike Lee remaking High and Low. That's great. So, anyway. Well, Stafaux, I hope you enjoy those movies because Throne of Blood is kind of a upper mid to me. It's not my favorite Kurosawa, but it's definitely good. I think it's a remake of, or it's his version of oh god, now I can't remember. It's a Shakespeare. I mean, most of his stuff is Shakespeare, or a lot of his stuff, I shouldn't say most. It's Shakespeare inspired. Oh, it's Macbeth. Okay. And I just watched Macbeth. So there you go. It's more than a little problematic by today's standards. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Breakfast at Tiffany's. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where, Mickey Rooney's, playing a very problematic role in that movie, but it's a product of the time. I've actually been watching something that is a product of its time, and there are definitely some things where you go, ew, that's wow. Wow. But it's from the 1920s, so it's kind of like, Anyway, Criterion should be paying Rob. He's creating sales for them. I just love movies, and the thing about Criterion, the thing that I love about them, I mean, this is, again, I'm saying this for free because, but the thing about Criterion that's so great is there have been so many times when I watch a movie and I go, huh, okay. And then I read the essays, and then I watch the supplements that they have, and it makes me appreciate the movie even more. And which is why I have no problem doing blind buys with Criterion, because I know that it's an important film for one reason or another. Some might disagree with that, but like I just watched the Japanese horror movie House, right? I streamed it. I finished it and went, okay. But if I knew that if I owned it, I'd probably have a greater appreciation of it because of the supplements and all that stuff. And it just kind of helps. So if you want to see, here is my order from today. Ordered it just a few hours ago. So No Country for Old Men, of course. I mean, come on. It's one of the Coen brothers' best films. You got Lost Highway, which is a David Lynch film. It's the only David Lynch film that I can say works for me most of the time. It's also a very trippy, kind of weird movie. but I want it. It's been on my wish list for a long time. I actually want to go ahead and get Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive, even though I've seen both of those and they didn't 100% work for me. But again, if it's a Criterion thing, it might actually give me a greater appreciation of it. And then, of course, All That Jazz. And you might be wondering, All That Jazz? Why? Well, I think I've told you that I've been on a Roy Scheider kick. Ever since I watched, a Roy Scheider slash Gene Hackman kick. I've been watching some Gene Hackman films, I've been watching some Roy Scheider films, including Sorcerer, right? And All That Jazz, along with The French Connection, are the only two films that Roy Scheider was nominated for an Academy Award. So he's nominated for Academy Award for Best Supporting for French Connection. He was nominated for Best Actor for All That Jazz. And guess what? All That Jazz isn't available to stream anywhere. So I said, I'm going to put it on the wish list, and next sale, I'm getting it. Now, there are very, very, very many more that I could buy, but I'm trying to stay reining in a little bit, reining in a little bit. Yes, Lost Highway 4K. And of course, David Lynch, it's Bill Pullman, it's Patricia Arquette, but it's also soundtrack by Nine Inch Nails. I got to get it. I just have to get it. So there you go. I would buy from Criterion if I had the spare change, but only if I was buying 75 or more for the free shipping. Their shipping costs are silly. I will agree with that. I will agree with that. And I probably should have gone ahead and put another one on the wish list. I so want to buy more. I so want to buy more, but I can't. Yeah. Bill Pullman ruled in Lost Highway. See, that's the thing. I saw it in the theater when it opened, and I haven't seen it since. And it's been on my list of, I need to get that. Oh, I need to get that. I even have the soundtrack sitting over there. Don't I? Don't I? I might not have it over there, but it's in it. I definitely have it. I definitely have the soundtrack for that because it's Nine Inch Nails. Trent did the score for it, or the soundtrack. But yeah, it's just been on my list for years. Never thought I'd hear Alec Guinness say Rory Pop. I love the whole aesthetic of that movie. And see, that's the thing. Here's that thing. I said it when he passed away. But David Lynch has always been one of those directors that is almost felt like he was holding his hand up, keeping me away from enjoying his films. It's almost like there's I dare you to like this. You know what I mean? And and that may not be the case for some people. But some people love Mulholland Drive. And I'm like, I found that movie to be visually interesting, but confusing to the point of frustration. And maybe I was too young for that. And that's what I'm hoping for is by watching Lost Highway again, maybe I'll get a new appreciation for it. I've got the Twin Peaks, the whole series on the way. Because David Lynch is somebody that I absolutely respect, but I've never really loved a David Lynch film. The Elephant Man is probably the closest to a really, in my opinion, a universally great David Lynch film. But I own his Dune, and I'm kind of like, I don't like it. So it's a thing. It's almost like his movies are atmosphere first, story second. I'm not saying that's law, or I'm right in saying that. You wouldn't. I don't think you're wrong. And it's just I love Ridley Scott. I adore Ridley Scott. But a lot of his movies are style first. It's the story comes second place to the feel of the film, the visual of the film, the what's the verisimilitude, to use a Robert Meyer Burnett term, because it's hard for me to use that term in regular conversation, but it fits the entire feel of the film, the feel of the world that he's created. I love it. It's why I love Prometheus. because I completely buy the world that he's created and I love it. And the aesthetic is something I really like. Story does come second though. It always has. In a lot of ways, like Gladiator is one of those weird movies that almost feels like it shouldn't work, but it's a mixture of the right actors and the right roles. You know, I feel like Russell Crowe was just, I mean, he's born to play that role. He was so good in it. And then Joaquin Phoenix on the other side was so good in it. Like so good that it took a while for my wife to even want to watch a movie with Joaquin Phoenix in it. I mean, that tells you how good of an actor Joaquin Phoenix is. It's because he makes you hate him. You know? And it's great. But it's this, to me, it's this close to not working. But it does. It's a great film. But sometimes he has a great idea for a story or a great idea for a scene to shoot, and then it just doesn't come together, you know? But I think he's a genius, and I love his aesthetic. I love the way he shoots. I love the way that Tony Scott shoots. That's why even, they're brothers, and they kind of come from a similar, like, they use some of the same tricks, I guess, the same aesthetic, but Tony Scott is definitely more of a, the story is more important to him, I think. I mean, dude, Man on Fire is a movie that needs to be in 4K, if it's not already. And if it is in 4K, why don't I own that? Man on Fire 4K. Because to me, that is Blu-ray from a 4K scan. Okay, I think I have. Don't I have it? Man of Steel, Man on Fire. Yeah, I do have the Blu-ray. I just don't have it's not in 4K yet. That's a movie that needs to be in 4K. Crimson Tide is a movie that needs to be in 4K. It just does. It does. But to me, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if a director has a style that you really, really like, I don't think there's anything wrong with loving that. Ridley's gotten lucky with having a really good script to start with. And then he comes in and uses because production design, set design, costume design, everything, it's always perfect. It's always perfect. It always is. If you look through his filmography and you think about his world building, it's never at fault. It's always story. And if the movie doesn't work, it's always the story. It's never the actors. It's never the set design. It's never the costume design. It's never the production. It's always the story. And it's because that doesn't interest him as much as making you feel something. I don't know. Probably making excuses. But Lynch is the same way. He's kind of a take it or leave it kind of guy. And I respect that. But also, I find it hard to love his films. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? As far as sales go, there's also a sale that I'm not going to show you. And it's not because it's just because I don't have it queued up. But Shout Factory is having a sale on going out of print items. And so there's some really, really good deals, especially if you're into horror. Ricky. Horror. If you're into horror, go over to Shout Factory and see if there's anything that you need. Because, some of them are like $12 Blu-rays, stuff like that. Okay. Then also, Groove. Talked about them before. 4K, 3 for $30. I mean, I don't know about you, but there's definitely 3 movies in that row that are worth $30 to me. Yeah, 2 Blu-rays for $19. There's let's see, where's the Full Metal Jacket 4K Steelbook coming. Oh boy. Oh, the other sale already ended. There was a sale on sets. And I guess that one already ended. But still, this deal is good. This deal is good. There's some good movies in here. Now, I hadn't bought any, but that doesn't mean that it's not tempting. And then, on top of that, gruv.com, by the way, when it comes to digital, get out of here with your stupid ads. Yeah. DC is having a huge sale digitally. So, all 5 Godzilla vs. Kong movies for $25. All 11 of the DCU movies for $30. Some of these might not be worth it to you, but here's The Flash, Batman, and Batman Returns for $10. $10. Over here on the right-hand side, right above my head here. 30 of the animated DC universe, $20. Look over there. There's both Beetlejuice movies for $12.99. I mean, look, there's some deals in here, man. The Conjuring universe, $35 for the 8 of those. If you like those, here's that Clint Eastwood 12 film collection is good. There's some good movies in there for $45. Look, all 4 Matrix movies for $18. The Rush Hour movies, $10 for all 3 of those. I mean, come on. Austin Powers, $12.99. I mean, look, there's some deals, okay? I always post this website in every single description. So, yeah. There's the link if you're interested. The Nightmare Collection. What is that? 9 films? $30? Yeah. Some good ones. I want 11 DC films. I mean, yeah. There's the John Wick collection. All 4 of those for $20. Ocean's Trilogy over there on the left-hand side. $12.99. There's a lot of great ones. A lot of great ones. Now, I want to show you something else. Go back. Let's go to Amazon. The Amazon deals. Okay? Of course, here you can see all the deals on, a lot of times it's stuff that's just come out and it's the new price. So of course, like there's that Gandhi 4K set that's coming, $48.49. Yeah, that's kind of expensive. But then you've got like the Amadeus that just came out. It was $28 when it came out. Now it's down to $25.27. Companion for $28. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. You remember that I told you that 4K comes with a special feature where you can watch the original or the whole film without the CG. So you see the actors and their movements and all their motion capture. The whole film. So there you go. That's on sale. I think that's awesome, man. I really want to see that. Let's see. See if there's any good deals that I can spot really quick as I'm scrolling through. Yeah, I think we're getting to the okay. Look at that. That's a hell of a deal. That is a limited edition Alfred Hitchcock set with 6 films in 4K. 6 films. Psycho, Vertigo, The Birds, Rear Window, North by Northwest, and what's the other one? Wait. Birds, Psycho, Vertigo, Rear Window, North by Northwest, and the Cary Grant Princess Monaco, what's it called? Anyway, look, 6 movies in 4K, limited edition set, and it's a big set. It's like a big freaking book. You know what I mean? And it opens up and anyway, $100 for that. That's a deal. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled for the deals, man. And if you see the deals, please, okay, if you see the deals and you're in my Discord, please post them to the Discord. Please. Yeah, all 4 Lethal Weapon movies for $20, but they're coming out in 4K. So Might wait for that. I've almost pulled the trigger on the digital set many times, but none of them come with any supplements, and I want supplements. Right? That's my main thing. If the supplements aren't included, I just don't care. But yeah, so take that what you will. But there is a 4K of the first movie at least coming. I don't know if they're gonna do the whole set, but it makes me think they might release a 4K set of all of them, and I kind of want that. Kind of want that. Kind of want that. Kind of want that. I'll stop saying that. Sorry. Robert Rivera, welcome. Good to see you. What up with you? We're just going over sales. There's a lot of sales going on. So to sum up, you've got Criterion, 24-hour flash sale, 50% off of their price, which I get it. You know, you're not going to find a Blu-ray less than 20, and you're not going to find a 4K less than 25. But still, it's half off of their price, and brand new, you can't get any cheaper than that. So if you're interested, go to criterion.com, do the thing there. Of course, groove.com's got that 4 for $30, the 4Ks. Great deals on Groove all the time. I mean, I've gotten some really good deals from them. And then, of course, you know, click that link that I posted if you're interested in the digital sales. And a lot of those, not all, but a lot of those will be Movies Anywhere compatible. So even if you buy them on iTunes, say you like watching over on the Google Store or like YouTube and all that, if you connect it through Movies Anywhere, you can watch it on any of those. Because I've watched many movies on YouTube, but they're the movies that I purchased through iTunes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. So, there you go. Total Recall for $5. Yeah, see, that's one where I just want to buy the Blu-ray or the 4K at some point. I want to buy the disc. And I just haven't haven't bought it. I haven't done it. Entire series of Black sales for $15. There's a lot of sales on TV series all the time too. So, and that's what's cool about that is that you can choose, like, so let me go back to iTunes, or choose Google Play or Micro, whatever, right? Choose whatever storefront you want. But the Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny collection. Okay, wait, I got to see what this is. Hold on. I'm going to bring it up. You can't see it, but I want to see what that is. What is it though? Oh, holy crap. Okay. So apparently those are 58 cartoons. Let's see. Does it actually say? It just says there's 58 episodes and there are 58 cartoons for $30. That's pretty good, actually. There's a really good there's another Warner Archive Looney Tunes collection coming out. I don't know if you heard Looney Tunes got taken off of Max. That's a thing. But anyway, here's the thing. Right now it's on iTunes HD, but you can actually say TV in HD and it'll just give you all the TV movies that are on sale right now. Get out of here. So yeah, Black Sails, the complete series for $15. And man, when some of those sales are really good. Hey, Little House on the Prairie, $30 for the entire series. I probably wouldn't get that. But yeah, Blue Mountain State, $15 for the entire series. So anyway, there are ways to basically get exactly what you want. Like if you just say, I just want the 4K. What are the 4K movies? Get the TV crap out of there. Like maybe you're not interested in that. Well, you can just get the best deals on the 4Ks. And of course, I like that it shows you. Can you see? Yeah, you can. You can see how things go down. Like $7.99 is the cheapest that Fall Guy has ever been. You know? And look, here's Madam Web if you're interested in that. Joker Folie à Deux. Just saying. It's a cool site and I use it all the time. Like all the time. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. Bucho, welcome Bucho. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. This site makes me wish disc trays haven't phased out of tech. Huh? I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. Sin City is always worth $5. Yeah, it's a good one. I do have. I only wait. I think I have the Blu-ray of that. But that's one where, man, honestly, I got to be in the mood for that movie, and I haven't been in the mood for it in a long time. But I have a really nice DVD set of that too, the bunch of extra stuff with it. But I'm pretty sure I have the Blu-ray of that. And that's good to hear, Robert Rivera, that you're doing great. Good. Rambo entire collection for $19.99. Yeah. I mean, honestly, First Blood by itself is worth that, in my opinion. What is this? What's this? Oh. Well, that's frightening. Ricky just posted that. So apparently that's the Blu-ray of that thing that I just pulled up with a horrifying Bugs Bunny in there. That'll give you nightmares. Woo! Scary. Hey, Rob, what are your thoughts on the God of War series coming out on Amazon? Well, Robert, I gotta say this. It's who's the showrunner? God of War series showrunner. That is Ronald D. Moore. So, yeah, Ronald D. Moore, if you don't know who he is, I can do this. Let's pull him up. Let's pull him up. He produced Battlestar Galactica. He produced Star Trek The Next Generation. A lot of Star Trek in there. But let's see. For All Mankind. I mean, the guy's got a pretty good track record. The thing is, Amazon can be problematic, right? But at the same time, it sounds like that's a good way to start, right? To have Ronald D. Moore as your showrunner. So I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of God of War. I have never played any of the games. I've watched like Let's Plays and stuff of some of the games, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's fine. But I've never played that game. I've just never have. But it sounds really interesting. Especially considering who the showrunner is. So I'm definitely interested in checking it out. And, you know, Amazon has had its share of hits and flops. But with a great showrunner, you know, leading the way, I think that's a good thing. Because a lot of people were very upset when it was announced that Fallout was going to be an Amazon show, and that turned out great. Rings of Power, I stopped watching it because I know that it's not for me, but I actually have heard a lot of people say that it's greatly improved. Wheel of Time, same thing. They also have The Boys, they have Reacher, they have Invincible, they have their share of hits. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about, I guess it's just because I'm not as entrenched in the God of War mythos But I'm more worried about James Bond right now. I'm worried about what they're going to do with Bond. When it comes to Amazon, that's my greatest fear. Well, that and them taking over the planet. But anyway, you know, yeah, yeah. I have the Blu-ray of that Bugs Bunny collection. It even came with a limited edition pop figure. That was it. That was what we just saw. That was horrifying. Scary. Very scary. I'm so glad I have a purple mattress. I just realized my water bottle has been standing there the whole time opened. Evil bugs, yeah. 1, 2, bugs is coming for you. You know, I'm actually surprised. Well, I guess it's, you get the Winnie the Pooh, blood and honey crap, I was going to say it's actually kind of surprising that Bugs Bunny hasn't been part of that, but it's owned by Warner Brothers, and yeah. Woman in Black yesterday because it was $5.99. That's actually a pretty good movie. That's the one with Daniel Radcliffe, right? I actually like that one. God of War 1, 2, 3, and Ascension were peak God of War. After that, they went downhill. Fallout is my favorite Amazon series so far. 3, 4 carrots on the floor. Spooky. So, do we want to, hey, look, this is not going to be for everybody. Okay? But I want to show you something that I've been watching that I seriously have enjoyed. I've enjoyed more than a lot of things. It's great. And it's something that I purchased a while back. But the whole week, this is what I watched. The Shorts collection, Buster Keaton, from 1917 to 1923. This is what I was talking about when there were, every now and then, there would be a problematic scene or whatever, because it is, just look at that picture in the bottom corner. That is a white dude playing a Native American. But, oh my God, Buster Keaton is so good. This is the first time I've seen anything other than, I've seen a couple of his films. And by films, they're usually about 60, 70 minutes, right? They're short. They're shorter. These are like 20-minute shorts, 20, 25-minute shorts. And there's 12 hours, 7 hours. Well, wait a minute. How many? I guess I could just do this. Nah, let me just do the calculator. The calculator. 738 divided by 60. That is 12 hours, 12 and a half hours. 12.3 hours. So that's 12 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a long freaking time. This is a 5-disc set, and it's fantastic. It is fantastic. And it's all the shorts. It's so good. And this is actually a really neat book. He was just the man. I love him so much. I love him so much. And it got me so interested in him as a person that I sought out, some of his later appearances. Like he was on, different comedy shows, where you do like a little, almost like a skit. And then, watching interviews with him and stuff like that. I'm telling you, if you love comedy, period. If you love comedy, you need to see Buster Keaton something. Anything. Here's the list of all the shorts. On disc 3 there, the short 1 week was fantastic. I enjoyed them all to a certain extent, but 1 week is my favorite one. It was so good. And I think a lot of these are actually available for free on YouTube. But it was really cool to see this, restoration. Some of them look better than others. In fact, there are scenes that transition from one print to another. You can tell that it's like all of a sudden it gets really bad. You can still tell what's going on, but it looks bad, and then and then it cleans up. and it's because of the restoration process. But I cannot recommend this enough. I cannot recommend Buster Keaton enough. You got to see him. You got to see him. It's so good, and it's like they're all like they're like live action cartoons in a lot of ways, where they're very light, and you can just sit there and enjoy them and laugh. But there's something about the way that he acts. He's so expressive without saying a word. And it's wonderful. And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I now own this. I got this on a Kino Lorber sale, and I think it was like roughly half off. If you can wait for a Kino Lorber sale and get this for, like $22, $23 like I did, this is so much entertainment. So much entertainment for cheap. And what I want to do is on the next Kino Lorber sale, I want to buy a bunch of his movies because I think there's 5 sets where each release comes with 2 movies. And The General is the one that I watched before. I don't remember if that was in fact, that might be on the AFI Top 100, The General. And my wife and I were kind of like, oh, man, freaking silent film, really? Okay. This is going to be rough. We laughed all the way through it. It's so good. So I highly recommend it. Seek out any Buster Keaton stuff that you can because he is amazing. So, yeah. Yes, Style Fawkes. Did some incredible stunts that could have easily killed him. Movie Mike, you're not wrong. There's stuff that they pull off that I'm like, I don't know how they did that. And there's stuff where you're like, ow, God, that must have hurt, Even if it's just a fall on the floor. It's just like, ow. But he was a genius. And you got to see it. You just got to see it. You got to see some Buster Keaton. I don't care what it is. Seek out some Buster Keaton. If you're a fan of comedy, do it. All right, enough of that. I mean, of course, I'm trying to keep caught. I'm trying to keep current with Severance, which I think the season finale is this week. Reacher and Daredevil, or as we used to say, Daredevil. Yeah. Born Again. I'm really enjoying that show over on Disney Plus. I'm really liking it. I thought episode 3 was great. Episode 4 comes out in like 8 minutes. So I'll probably be watching that tonight. Good stuff. And yeah, we have, I don't know how much I wanted to, I put it in the title, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about how bad the box office is at the theaters right now. It sucks so bad. Novocaine was the number 1 movie in the US, and it made less than $9 million. That's sad, man. So hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we get some movies that people want to go see. And this week we've got Snow White. Here's the thing though. A lot of people that basically were kind of rooting for that movie to fail, they actually gave it really good reviews. Like grudgingly gave it a good review. Let me see if there's any Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, there's Rotten Tomatoes hadn't updated yet. But there have been some really, really good reviews of it. So I don't know. I don't know enough about Rachel Zegler to know, why. I don't even know why she got in trouble. Or why people don't like her or whatever. But yeah. Let's see. I think, but let me double check. Okay, cool. And yes, I know I'm live. Let me real quick, I want to talk about Frontier for a minute. Frontier is my internet service. I hope they're not watching right now because I'm about to rant. So, something happened. I don't remember what happened. Something made me start looking at the bill because the bill is on autopay. And I realized that our bill has gone up $30 in the last year for seemingly no reason. So I called him up and I'm like, hey, what's with that? Can we get on a plan that's a little, you know, I mean, why has it gone up? Well, the deals or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Actually, we can upgrade you from 500 over 500 to the 1 gig for basically $30 cheaper. And I was like, well, I mean, that sounds like a no-brainer. So do it. They're like, okay, we'll do it. All right. It'll go live on March 14th, which is last Friday. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I think back when we first moved up to 500 over 500, I was like, why can't we just get to the gig? And they said, well, you're going to need a new router for that. And I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just, cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there, I didn't know. So I called him up on Monday of last week and I said, hey, I can't remember if they were going to send out equipment or if they were going to send somebody out, with the equipment and have them hook it up. I didn't know what was going on. Can you let me know what's going on? And they say, yes, you're scheduled between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. They're going to come out. They're going to bring the new equipment out and do the thing. And I'm like, okay, thanks for letting me know that. You didn't let me know that beforehand. So I can let my wife know that might be a good day for her to go into work. She has to go into work at least 2 or 3 days a week. I'm like, well, that might be a good day because she's not going to have internet. The internet's going to go down for a bit, while the guy's here doing the thing. Fine. So I'm sitting here and 11:30 rolls around. I haven't gotten a call. And I'm like, okay, so I give him a call. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They said, well, we show here that it's going to be, the window is to 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Okay, so basically you've told me that I got up early and I've wasted my day just sitting here waiting when I could have been out doing something. Okay, all right. And I said, so what happens if at 5 o'clock they're not here? Said, well, if they're not there by 4 o'clock, let me, give us a call back and we'll figure it out. I'm like, okay. So guess what? 4 o'clock rolls around, still nobody here. And I said, okay, what's going on? Because this is ridiculous. You said the guy's coming out here. I waited around all day for nothing. What's going on? Is the guy like, what happened? And they said, well, I show that this is I don't remember what they called it, but it's something like basically an over-the-air update. So it's something that they have to fix on their end. They just basically turn it on. And I'm like, what do you mean they just turn it on? I thought I had to get new equipment. No, this is something that they do on their end. And you upgrade to 1 gig. Okay, so when is that supposed to happen? They said it's supposed to happen today, the business day, March 14th. That's what it's scheduled on your thing. And I'm like, okay, fine. You know what's going to happen, right? Okay, so Friday happens, nothing. Saturday at about 9 p.m., I give them a call and I said, hey, nothing's been upgraded. They told me it was supposed to happen on March 14th. It's now the 15th. What the hell? And they go, oh, well, I show that it's supposed to be done within the next 24 hours. I said, fine. And I hung up. I got the text 11 a.m. Monday morning. Great news. Your order has successfully been completed. If you have any problems with your service, please visit blah, 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 blah. So I go to my account and it says 1,000 over 1,000. And I'm like, great. Let's test the service. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Even though my account now says 1,000, gig, right? 1,000 over 1,000. Nothing's changed. The speed is exactly the same. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe there's something, some sort of configuration, whatever. So I turned on the Wi-Fi because I usually turn off the Wi-Fi on the router because I have a mesh network, right? So I turned off the mesh network, turned on just the router, and stood right next to it. Got the exact same speeds. So I'm like, okay, they needed to upgrade the router. I didn't get around to it yesterday. I called them today and I said, hey, all the speeds are exactly the same. And I seem to remember last time I did an upgrade that they said if you were going to go to a gig, then you're going to need to get new equipment. But I didn't get any new equipment. Nobody sent anything to me. They didn't send a guy out, whatever. And they go, well, in most of these cases, it's due to interference in your house. And I said, dude, I was standing right next to it. It's not changed. Well, I'm getting what did you see? I got like a speed of 986 from your router. And I said, how did you test that? I said, well, it's something that we test in the. And I'm like, okay. So I go to my router and I read off the model number, and he goes, yeah, you're going to need a new router. So here's the thing. Frontier sucks. Okay? I don't know if I ever told this story, but I won't go through it all because it's annoying. They double charged me for, I think, 6 months in a row. Every month I had to call into customer service and have them take off the extra charge. And every month they assured me, oh, this is the last month this will ever happen. For 6 months, they double charged me. So Frontier is not the best when it comes to customer service. I basically had to prove, and I'm like, wait a minute. You don't even know what router I have? You did a test, but you couldn't see that I had a router that wasn't capable of gigabit internet? Dude, I was so mad. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow when we're supposed to get the equipment. And he goes, well, it'll take 3 or 4 days to get here. I said, how about you overnight that? Since somebody should have sent out a new router when the internet was supposed to be upgraded. And he goes, okay, we'll expedite that for tomorrow. Thank you. Did I ask for anything else? No. Why? Just because. I didn't. I'm not going to. I don't want to deal with that. But if everything happens the way they say it is, when I get this new router tomorrow, I'll be fine. I won't worry about it. But holy crap, dude. Holy crap. I don't know. See, the whole point to me of customer service is under promise, over deliver. Say, hey, it probably won't, the internet thing probably won't happen until Tuesday. Instead of telling me Friday and then not getting around to it until Monday. If you told me Tuesday and it happened on Monday, I would have been like, oh crap. Okay, cool. They did it early. Awesome. That's what good customer service is. And also not making you call in, 4 or 5 times? It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's the story. I probably lost viewers from telling this story, but man. Anyway, I was paying $120 for my 500 megabit internet, and now I have 1 gig for $88. That's about what I have. It's more than that because we have to have a landline for our what do you call it? Our security system. So we have to pay the 30 extra bucks or whatever. So it's right around that price. Man, when they said someone was going to come by, they said between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. I was like, what the F? So I have to stay home all day. I know, right? Pretty sure this was a Seinfeld episode, except Kramer purposely avoided the cable guy for revenge. I probably, I don't know. I mean, I didn't have anything that I had to do that day anyway, but it was still like, I got up early for this. That's a bummer, man. I don't like feeling like sleepy all damn day. Anyway, it's just, this man is so sassy. I can't even with him right now. Ian Thomas, welcome. I'm usually not that sassy. Come on. But come on. You're going to need a newer router. Yeah. Frontier notorious for crap like that. See, that's the thing. In fact, I was probably one of their first customers, at least in Texas, because they took over Verizon. It used to be Verizon Fios, and I didn't have a single issue with them. But now, it's Frontier, and yeah, 6 months of double charging and all that stuff. I finally said, this is going to sound really mean, and I'm not trying to be like this, butthole customer, but I really need to speak to your manager right now. This is as they got on the phone, and they said, well, I'm sure there's something I can help you with. That's what I've been told for the last 6 months. I need to talk to your manager now. Got to talk to the manager. And it still took another month because I had to email the president of the freaking company and say, this is absolutely ridiculous that I have to waste my time every single month because you guys are double charging me. I literally don't want anything, but I want to pay my bill and not think about you. I just want to do the thing. I want to pay my bill and have it be correct and move on with my life. I don't want to have to call customer service every month because you guys can't take this stupid double charge off of my freaking account. And they finally took it off. But geez, it took me contacting the president of the company to get that done. He was not doing a test. He was pulling numbers out of his butt to get you off the phone. I wasn't letting him off the phone until they told me, okay, here's the problem. And it turned out the router was the problem. I don't know about Frontier, but I do know other cable companies manipulate those tests. Yeah. I mean, look, the truth, Vinny, welcome. Good to see you. Hi. Hi, sir. Hi. Did you see the sales, sir? I'm sure if you saw the Discord, you saw the sales, but there's so many sales right now. You need to look at the sales. Criterion flash sale, 1 day sale. If you're interested in Criterion, you need to get it. Get on it. Get on it. But yeah, I was not happy. But anyway, why don't we move on and I'll show you my pickups for the week. The first one is not really a pickup at all. It's more of a take. I took this and I brought it home. This is from Shady J. He gave me a 4K copy of Predator. John McTiernan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse the Body Ventura, Carl Weathers, Shane Black. Come on now. Come on. Great freaking film. Great film. Now here's the thing. You might be wondering, Rob, I don't know why you paused so much, but Rob, why don't you have 4K, the Predator in 4K already? Well, I'll tell you why. The reason why is because I heard of all the bad whatevers. You know, there was a bad thing, a bad, what do you call it? Transfer. They were irritated and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I already have it in 4K digitally. I guess I'll wait. I popped this in and it looks great. So this must be a fixed version. Looks great. So I'm very happy. I have Predator in 4K on 4K disc now. thank you to the Shady J of the Game Chasers. So yeah, my water bill was getting double charged, but the second charge would fail, close the account, and then they flagged my account and sent me harassing letters saying I was delinquent. Took 3 months to fix. Yeah, sometimes. So, uh, what was it? I yelled at um the automated thing. I'm sure that's not the it's normal. It's normal to yell at the thing, right? But I said, "What can I help you with today?" I said, "I need to speak to a customer service agent." In order to take you to the right thing, I need to know what this is about. Is this about blah blah blah? Is this about I said internet. And then they said, a lot of things can be fixed with our service, our app, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my god. I said, would you like me to send the thing? I said, no, I want to talk to a motherfucking customer service agent. Hold, please. I'm like, okay, so I should have cursed at the beginning so I can get right to the person. It's so frustrating, man. So frustrating. Jay probably stole it from Billy, just trying to get rid of the evidence. Well, Billy was standing there. So, and Billy said, yeah, this one looks great. So he said, you don't have this? I'm like, no. He said, yeah, you just take it. And Jay was like, yeah, I don't even have a great way to watch that right now. So take it. I'm like, okay, cool. Wraith, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Favorite Predator line? Well, it's Billy, right? When we're all gonna die. Yeah. But I can't remember exactly what he says before that. So there's something out there hunting us, and it ain't no man. And then we're all gonna die, and then walks off. Come on. It's the best. Spencer, welcome. Hello, Rob and company. My DVD finds from this week are Island of Lost Souls Criterion Edition and Whoopi Goldberg's movie Burglar. Wow. I haven't thought about Whoopi Goldberg as an actress in a very, very long time. I seriously loved Jumpin' Jack Flash. I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. Like, oh, well, and she turned into what? I don't care what she turned into. That's a really entertaining movie. And I thought Whoopi Goldberg was great. In fact, back when Robin Williams and Billy Crystal would do the comic relief, I would watch that every single year because I loved it and I loved them. And it's weird, man, because now I see Whoopi Goldberg, and look, I would consider myself. This doesn't matter for anything, but you've got the political spectrum here, right? You've got the. Okay, so my right is your left, my left is your right. I'm a little I'm pretty much right in the center in most issues. But I do lean on the liberal side in a lot of ways. There are a lot of things that I've heard Whoopi Goldberg say that I'm like, that's 100% correct. And then there are some things that she says and I go, I don't agree with that. Regardless, I loved her as an actress. I loved Oprah Winfrey in freaking Color Purple. She was so good. So good. Color Purple, by the way. Oh my God, what a great movie. What a great movie. And it's Spielberg, man. But it's so good. Such a good movie. I still haven't watched the remake. I want to see the remake because I really enjoyed that story. I'm just saying she's great. Whoopi Goldberg was great. Oprah Winfrey was great. Fantastic movie. Anyway, but wow, that is a very eclectic pickup right there. 2 pickups, very eclectic. Island of Lost Souls, Criterion Edition, Whoopi Goldberg's movie Burglar. Amazing. By the way, Spencer, did you know that Criterion is having a flash sale right now? A flash sale. Yeah. A flash sale. Bam! It's not really coming up. 24-hour flash sale. 14 hours left. See, that's another one, man. My Own Private Idaho. I've never seen that. I love Keanu Reeves. I don't care what anybody says. I think he's a good actor. If you hadn't seen Little Buddha, great movie. Great movie. I loved it so much. River Phoenix, though, man. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Still never seen it. The Player. Never saw that. Gummo. I haven't seen that. There's so many movies, man. There's too many movies. There's too many movies. Like, seriously, I'll tell you this right now. If I had an unlimited supply of money, I would seriously own every single Criterion. I would. I want to watch them all. If it's a movie that I haven't seen, I want to see it. But yeah. By the way, I was talking about, what I've been watching, right? I got the series out of the way. And then the Buster Keaton collection, which I've been loving. I finished that and I started watching Gotcha Man. Yeah. Gotcha Man is on sale right now at Amazon for cheaper than I bought it. I bought it for like $65. It's down to $60 on Amazon right now. The original 1972, I think 1972 series, the entire series, plus the OVAs, plus the movie for $60. That's a great deal. If you're interested, it's good. It's good. But yeah, if I had my way, I would just buy all the Criterions I could and watch them and just watch the crap out of them. Because I love watching a movie I've never seen before, not knowing what to expect and going, oh, okay, cool. I love it. I love it. And especially, like I said, the Criterion, the way that they do it. Here's the one that I was showing off earlier. It gives you, the whole experience. You get the artwork on the inside. It's beautiful. You get a booklet with essays and all the special features. Look at all the freaking special features. Come on, man. Freaking, there you go. Look at all those special features. It makes you realize like why this movie is important, and it's just awesome. No Country for Old Men is on here. Boo, out of stock. Well, lucky I got my order in. That's what I ordered today. So there you go. Anyway. Unsubbed. I hate AI customer service. It's so annoying. Try hard not to swear at AI as much as you can. It'll lock your number out of their system. Okay. Interesting. They only transfer the angriest customers. I just look, I've been through the thing, man. I've been through the thing. And you know how I know that it's an irritating thing? Is because my ears are red. Telling that story made my ears red and they're still on fire. So you think get to the choppa or stick around? See, I think I'm a bigger fan of the. It's kind of like, when they say, oh, what's your favorite line in whatever movie. I usually pick something that's off the beaten path, I just do, Let's see. What was the one that? Like, what's your favorite line in Star Wars: A New Hope? And I say, my favorite line, unless you can alter time, speed up the harvest, or teleport me off this rock. That's nobody's favorite line. Nobody, no one. Don't you see those new T-16s? Nobody picks those lines. These throwaway lines. Oh, you came in that thing? You're braver than I thought. That's a line someone would pick. Even though that's even off the beaten path. Anyway. Use the Force, Luke. I mean, that's... Anyway. But I will be careful not to swear. I don't usually swear. I'm not a sweary guy. Typically. Sometimes. Sometimes I am. Jumpin' Jack Flash, Fatal Beauty, Burglar is Whoopi Goldberg's 80s trilogy. She was a female Eddie Murphy, would tell people to suck her dick in those movies. I miss that Whoopi. She was really good, man. She was good. Danny Glover, yes, in Color Purple. And Glover also faced off against the Predator in the sequel. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And got to see all of those neat trophies in the ship there. The first time that we saw a merging of the properties. 24 Hours of River Phoenix. You can buy him. What? Who's Clango Reed? Knock Knock was good, but if Ana de Armas came to my house, I wouldn't complain. I mean, I never saw that movie. Buy a Fear and Loathing for me, Rob, and have a couple of drinks, please. Well, there's I don't drink. I don't drink anymore. And it's not because I'm so bad when I'm drinking. Nah, it's just I don't like the feeling, you know? Just don't. It's not my thing. But yeah. If Danny Glover came to my house, I wouldn't complain. 124 4K discs. Is that what you have? I wonder how many I have. I don't even know. I don't know how many releases. But yeah, good old No Country. No Country 4K was $19.99 a few weeks ago. I picked it up. Oh. You son of a... I never saw it for 20. I saw the Blu-ray for 20, but not the 4K. Cinematography is amazing. Yes, it is. I actually just bought a crazy new computer. I don't need to spend more money. You always need to spend more money, Minnie. That's what I'm telling you. This channel is almost becoming a, hey, you need to buy more physical media kind of channel. Because I already showed off what was given to me by the Shady J. And like I said, Billy was standing there. We're all gonna die. I just spent $150 on movies. No, I get that. I mean, you saw what I purchased about a month ago. I got that $90 A Bridge Too Far collection or set from Imprint from Australia. Good day, mate. Those guys. How can I piss off an entire country? Anyway. I like the line where he said, use the force, Luke. Then Luke responded, yeah, no doy. I only wish Ben were here. Nobody remembers that whatever that, it was like a, I don't know, like a parody. And nobody remembers that. Oh, you sure are powerful, Ben. I don't know. Glover, I hardly know her. Criterion has 124 based on my quick filter. I don't know. I've got at least 10. I have a lot. I have quite a bit, but I don't know how many I have. I mean, that's part of the reason of doing the shorts, which, by the way, if you do watch the shorts, I appreciate it. I have felt that the shorts are not doing as well, but then something happens and usually what happens is they get a lot of, this is the way it had been. It would get a lot of views and then it would just completely flatline. So however many views I got, 2 hours after I, made it go live, that's how many views I was going to get. But for some reason now it's like I get like 6 views in the first 4 hours and then it jumps up later. And I don't understand what the hell's going on. The algorithm is totally screwing with me because I was ready to give up on the shorts. I was like, come on, man. I got 28 views on this one short. It's not worth the time and effort to film it, to, transfer it over here, to get it edited, get the little trailer, download the trailer, make sure it's formatted correctly, put it in the freaking thing, and then do a whole bunch of swapping back and forth so I can upload it to my phone so then I can upload it to YouTube. It was just not worth the effort for 28 views. But then I looked this morning and I'm like, oh, that one's got over 500 now, which still is not a lot, but 500 is better than 28. So I'm going to do the shorts until, if they completely flatline, I'm going to have to stop doing them and then just do a video where I just say, hey, here's me putting the rest of the movies on the shelf because I don't have time for this crap. Because here's the thing. I got things in the works, in the plans that I want to do. And man, shorts just take a bunch of time. I don't know. 500 is better than I get. Vinny, absolutely. I get that. I understand that. But here's the thing. I get paid. And it's not all about money. It isn't. Because this channel has never been about the money. All right? But when you spend all the time that I do doing shorts, and then I look at the payout, and it's like, oh, this one got however many, like a lot of views, and I got paid 12 cents. It's like, the reason to do shorts is to get subs. And hopefully those subs will stick around and watch your regular videos. That's the whole point, right? Trying to get your subs up. But I've just been stagnant, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I almost want to like stop doing videos and doing like all the things and just do a live stream every week and just have fun. And the rest of the time, just be creative, doing things that might make me more than 12 cents. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, I shouldn't complain about that, because there's a lot of people that would be like, man, I'd kill to have however many subs I have. 20. I don't even know how many I have now. How many do I have? But it's like, to me, okay, I have almost 3,500. The reason that I love doing this channel is because of the live stream. I love the live stream. I love talking to you guys. I love all the stuff. Rebrand the channel Let's Get Physical. Well, here's the thing. Robert Meyer Burnett. Again, you might remember Robservations is his regular show that he does on his channel. Well, his physical media channel, or his physical media show, is called Let's Get Physical. So yeah, can't do that, Wraith. You remember that Star Wars rap Flash cartoon? Yes. See, I love that. I used to love that stuff. I like the Exorcist pickup. The 4K covers are much better than the Blu-ray ones. Yeah, but even the US 4K looks like crap compared to the one that I got. The theatrical poster. The theatrical poster is iconic. That... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Excuse me. The one on the top left, or this one, is the regular Exorcist 4K. And it looks stupid. It just looks bad. I believe, I don't know if this is the same one that I got. Let's see. Of course it doesn't show the back. Oh, I'm glad you have two pictures that are exactly the same, Walmart. Good job. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. But again, the reason that I got the one that I got is because it's got all the special features of this blue one. Because this blue one, which is super expensive, has, it has all this extra paperwork, which again, you know me, I'm not crazy about all the paperwork. I don't need that. But it's also got all of the special features except for two that are on the 5th disc that's kind of like the bonus disc. And those 2 featurettes are both on YouTube. So I thought, I can deal with this. And most featurettes, especially when they're on a bonus disc and they're not part of the regular release, in a lot of cases, those are neat to see. I don't need those. Like the special features that are on mine are great. And I'm very, very happy with that purchase. And it was like $25 and it was from jolly old England. So, works for me. I like the taste of most alcohol and hate the effect. I can't stand being drunk, so I just don't do it. Yeah, that's basically me. Basically me. And I'm glad that you like the short. I mean, seriously, I'm glad that anybody watches the maybe switch to jorts. I would love to. And show off my butt. You know what I mean? Have them like way pulled up. You know? Showing my non-butt. I'm trying my best to put more shorts. I like the ones I do, but you're right. It's a lot of effort for little payoff. Yeah, because it's really it's almost like it's like a loss leader. You know what I mean? It's like selling Blu-rays for cheap in your electronics store in the hopes that people will come buy the Blu-rays and while they're there go, I think I need a fridge too. You know what I mean? That's what the hope is for a loss leader. And that's kind of what it is, but it's a lot of effort for not a whole lot of payoff. So, and especially when mine most of them top out around 500, 600. I mean, it's rare that I go over 1,000. And when I do, I'm like, oh, cool. I have no idea what I did to get that. And that's the other thing too, is I try to be like somewhat interesting in the way that I title things, but I also, what I think is interesting is completely different than what most people think is interesting. So I don't know. Basically, I'm a terrible YouTuber. Basically. My recent pickups were Brotherhood of the Wolf 4K digital and Beastmaster 4K digital. So here's the thing about Beastmaster. I told you, I think I said it on the channel that recently I watched it and was shocked at how not great it was and how much of it was clouded, how much of the quality of that movie was clouded by nostalgia for me. But you know what's funny is every time I saw it somewhere, out of the corner of my eye, I'm kind of like, I think I need that. I kind of want to get the 4K of it. But I don't know. Brotherhood of the Wolf 4K digital. I mean, I got it. I got the 4K Arrow set and was like, it's okay. But it does have Monica Bellucci in 4K. And I'll just say the mountains are beautiful in Brotherhood of the Wolf. You know what I mean? Very nice. Very nice. I guess for now, Rob's going to put shorts on the shelf. No, I'm going to continue to do it. But again, it's if it gets to a point where they're just not performing like they were, I don't know. You got all the footage, so I can delete all the things off of the drive? Yes, Billy? If so, I'm going to delete the crap out of it. Okay, good. Okay, I'll do that later. We don't have to do that right now. It's not like, I still have 10% of my space left. But yes, footage. Yeah, good stuff. Mountains, you say? Yes, Wraith. Yes. Here's the thing, though. I don't know. It's a good movie. It's fun to watch, but it's also really inconsistent. Like, especially if you watch that first I'd say the first quarter of the movie, you're thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be cool, like weird martial arts in a French thing by a Native American guy. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. And then it gets really kind of not that, and it's so odd. It's like it started off pretty awesome and like, okay, this is gonna be really. I mean, it doesn't make much sense, but I'm cool with it. And then it just gets slow. But you're supposed to send me footage, you loser. Well, Vinny, this is not the same kind of footage, I'll just say. This isn't nude footage either. This isn't, it's 3 hours of Billy twerking is what that footage was. No. But Vinny, yes. Eventually, yes. Of my butt. I need to, like I said, I want to get back out and do some, in fact, where I need to figure out which half price books does it where they split out the Blu-rays from the DVDs, because I don't like having to go through, all this footage, square footage, I mean, of shelving, looking for Blu-rays mixed in with the DVDs. It's like, why don't you split out the Blu-rays? I'm here for Blu-rays, not crappy old DVDs. There's only a couple of DVDs that I really want to buy. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but there's very few movies that I just want on DVD. Most of the movies, if I want to buy them, I might impulse buy a Blu-ray from here, if they were easier to find. One of the half-price books in my area splits out the Blu-rays, and I can't remember which one it is. And if it's the one that I'm thinking of, it's like an hour away, which is kind of a bummer. But the twerk king of Texas. 3 hours of Billy twerking in jorts. Billy, do you have any jorts? Is it the huge one in Dallas? They do split out their Blu-rays, but that's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one in Frisco, I think. Frisco/Plano area. It's next to that big mall out there. It's off of Preston. I used to work out there and used to go to that half price books quite a bit. That's where I found Peoples of Middle Earth, I think I found there. That one, that green one right there. See that green one that I'm kind of tickling with my finger right there? Yeah, found that one there. But yes, the big one in Dallas. I mean, Wraith. I took Wraith out there. That one's awesome. But this one's easier to get to. Of course, you know what now? I mean, dude, there's traffic everywhere, man. It's just balls. Traffic is balls. Anyway. I only seen Beastmaster recently when the Vinegar Syndrome 4K came out. Sword and sorcery movies are some of my favorite movies. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan, but Beastmaster has a bit of nostalgic pull for me. You know what I mean? And it's interesting to see Tanya Roberts nude in a 4K or in a PG movie. That's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. So, but that's not the reason that you buy Beastmaster. You buy the Beastmaster because, isn't his name Dak? Is it Dak? It's like 3 letters and it's like, yes, Billy, I hate that. You just open it up and you're like, oh man, what? The one with the Alita Battle Angel statue? I thought that was at Movie Trading Company, which is now slowly transitioning over to that other whatever name they picked. I just went there. Vintage stock. I went to the first vintage stock in the area after they'd moved out of their, well, it was an old Blockbuster location, and went in there and was like, yeah, this is just like Movie Trading Company, only now it's vintage stock, and I still can't find anything I want because everything's overpriced. That's the problem with them, is that if you happen to find the movie that you're looking for used, you might get a good deal. Otherwise, you're paying about $5 to $10 more than you would just buying it on Amazon, which is the reason why I didn't pick up the Kill Bills and Jackie Brown there in 4K, is because they were marked 30, 35 or $38. And it was just like, that's not worth it to me. I can't justify that. So I didn't. Which is why, Vinny, why you don't have any footage. The one the size of library, yes. That one was awesome. I mean, I love that one. But it's just more of a hassle to drive through Dallas than it is to go up to Plano. But it's actually further, but it takes less time for me to get there. I don't know. But I do want to show the last of the pickups. And this was a brand new purchase of a new release of a movie from... when was this? 2002. And it is Panic Room. And you might be saying, Rob, why would you buy Panic Room before 7? Well, because 7 I have in Blu-ray. And 7 is a movie that I haven't watched in many, many years. Panic Room is another movie that I haven't watched in many, many years. But I just have the Super Bit DVD of this. I want to see this again. And because Jodie Foster's in it. And you know how I have a soft spot for Jodie Foster, don't you? Yeah. Look, I get it. I know what you're going to say. Rob, she doesn't like guys. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care if she only likes, breakfast cereals. It's not like I had a shot anyway. But I love Jodie Foster. Okay. It stuck to me. All right. So let's see what this is like. Oh, yeah. That's the back, which is cool. Very cool. All right. Open it up. We got a digital copy. Okay, those are kind of neat discs. Let's see what these look like. Now, here's the thing. I get it. There's a lot of websites. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there that, they just buy everything. And I'm just not one of those people. Because, number one, I don't have the space. Number two, I don't want everything. I want the movies that I love. Yeah. I want movies that I love. And this is a movie that I really, really enjoy. I don't know if I love it, but I do enjoy it. That is the 4K. That'll go here. This one is special features. This is the feature and special feature. Okay. So there's a lot of special features over the 2 Blu-rays. So there you go. Panic Room. I'm going to keep that J card and look at all those special features. 3 different commentaries. 6 featurettes on the prep phase from previs through testing, interactive previs. 21 documentaries and featurettes on visual effects, on sound design, digital intermediate, and other featurettes dealing with the post-production phase, a multi-angle look at the scoring session. Oh, that's kind of cool. Shooting Panic Room, an hour-long documentary on the principal photography phase. Makeup effects featurette. Sequence breakdowns. I love it. So yeah, Panic Room in 4K. Not David Fincher's best, in my opinion, which is French. Opinion. Okay, so I got the French. I got Australia earlier. Who else can I piss off tonight? Anyway, it's not my favorite David Fincher movie, but I really like it. So take it. Take that. And Dwight Yoakam as surprisingly scary. A surprisingly scary character. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this again. So let me snap that back on there. There you go. Panic Room. So that's all of my pickups for the week and all the stuff I've watched. By the way, Billy, if you're there, I don't know if you saw this earlier. Buster Keaton, The Shorts. Remember I was talking about shorts? Maybe shorts are a good idea? I'm just saying. Some comedy things could be good. Vinny, I just love Jodie Foster. Okay. Before my Amazon Prime 30-day trial ran out, I watched a 1980 sword and sorcery movie called Hawk the Slayer with John Terry as Hawk and Jack Palance as the villain Voltan. How was that, Shozama? How was that? Because I've never heard of that movie. Hawk the Slayer. Never heard of it. Bandit's Best. Wow. 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 Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Yeah. I just want to mention it again before we get into the news. There's a little bit of news this week. And that is come on, man. Load. 24-hour flash sale going on right now at Criterion. Criterion.com. You can pick up any of the new releases for half off. When it comes to new prices, this is the cheapest that it gets. So you have 50% off for the next 14 hours. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at those prices just slashed in half. Love it. And then if you're a fan of Groove, they have 4K movies, 3 for $30. And there's some good ones. There's some good ones in here. Oblivion, that's good. Big Lebowski, hey, you want that? All the How to Train Your Dragon movies are listed here. American Gangster, good old Ridley Scott film. So there you go. There's a lot. And then of course I showed the deals on the iTunes. Hey, that's odd. Dude, did they take off the 30 film collection? I don't see it anymore. Interesting. I wonder if they sold out of all the ones that they're going to sell at that price. I'm going to look it up real fast. Hold on. What's included in that? I know Killing Joke is included in that. Let's see. Killing Joke. Bundles. 30 film collection. Oh, I can't see that because I own that. So it's still there. I just don't know what the price is. But anyway, there's still really good deals on the old iTunes. And again, as I've said before, yeah, iTunes, even if no matter where you buy it, if you have it linked to your Movies Anywhere account, which is actually a Disney thing, you can watch your iTunes purchase on YouTube or on Amazon or on the Fandango at home or whatever it's called now. Yeah, you can watch. It's not every movie. Not every studio participates in that, but when they do, it's kind of neat. So, anyway. There you go. Quite enjoyable for an early sword and sorcery movie. Wouldn't recommend for most people, just sword and sorcery fans or tabletop RPG folks. So basically, you're saying not me. So I probably wouldn't like it. All right. Fair enough. Now, I'm just let's get into the news. You know, we're almost to 9 p.m. already. We haven't even touched the news. I only have a few things. But Wraith, if you have any of your questions, and hey, even some AI Photoshop stuff, maybe you guys want to do? You got some prompts for me? Put them in the chat. It won't accept anything, IP related. So you can't say Batman chasing, the Predator down, an alley towards Starbucks. It's not going to do that. It won't do that. People, it won't do. So it's basically, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, what about famous people? No. Famous people it won't do either. Won't do. So anyway, yeah. This I heard and I'm like, really? So Colin Farrell circling Luca Guadagnino. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But it's basically the DC character Sergeant Rock, who apparently was in Creature Commandos, and maybe I didn't realize because I don't know anything about Sergeant Rock. Does anyone know anything about Sergeant Rock? And or do you think this is a good choice? Do you think Colin Farrell will do this? Because apparently Daniel Craig was going to play Sergeant Rock, and Daniel Craig, he bowed out. Daniel Craig decided not to move forward with it. Now they've got Colin Farrell. Does anybody know anything about this? And is this a good thing? Daniel Craig. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Craig. Does anybody know? Anybody? No? No? Maybe? I don't know. I need some water. LOL, that pronunciation. Which one? Daniel Craig or Luca Guadagnino? Guadagnino. But I'm pretty sure that's a Agnino at the end. No? Of all the DC characters they could do a movie on, they chose this guy, not the Spectre or New Gods. But that's the thing. Supposedly, with James Gunn's version of DC, he's going to bring in some of the lesser known characters to put a spotlight on and not show off a bunch of the, good guys and bad guys that we've seen 100 times. I know zero about Sergeant Rock. So I don't know, but hey, not a whole lot of people apparently know who that is. So, yeah, that's happening. So I don't know. Now here's one. It's actually Aquatic Nino, which means the swimming child. I feel like that's not correct. But you never know. I mean, you never know. But yeah, when I heard this news, I was like, Young Guns 3? Emilio Estevez confirms third film he will also direct. I didn't know. Like, okay, so let me ask the question. Are you a Young Guns fan? Do you like the first and second Young Guns? Because I got to be honest with you, I barely remember either one of them. In fact, I think I own Young Guns 2 on DVD, and I don't know if I've ever watched it. First two are good. Well, I mean, there's only two. So you like them. You like them. Okay. Do you think this is worthy of a I don't know. This is odd to me. But even more odd is, I guess, spoilers for Young Guns 2. Yeah. Spoilers for Young Guns 2 if you haven't seen it. But it's been 30 something years. So it's kind of like, eh. I'll just say there are two characters that are going to come back that apparently died at the end of Young Guns 2. So I don't know. Too late for a sequel unless it's real good. But that's the thing. It's like, to me, it's one of those things where it's like, if any remake, sequel, or whatever gets made, in a lot of cases, it's because I'll say this. With this many years between them, the only reason to do it is because you got a good story. That's the hope. I don't know if it's true, but maybe they found a way to do this. But there's also, Billy the Kid. Like, I mean, look, I don't know a whole lot about history, but didn't Billy the Kid, like, stop being a bandit guy at a certain point and just, let's see, uh oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So apparently, according to the history of Billy the Kid, he died at age 21. In which case, and then it says, during the decades following his death, legends grew that Bonnie had survived and a number of men claimed to be him. Billy the Kid remains one of the most notorious figures from the era, whose life and likeness have been frequently dramatized in Western popular culture. He has been a feature of more than 50 movies and several television series. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, because there's actual history there too, and it's like, I just don't know. He banded it even harder. I thought he quit. I thought the whole thing in Young Guns is that didn't he like quit and kind of went like straight, and then when he was super old and about to die, he started telling his stories. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to be a hell of a whippersnapper." Whatever. I can't remember. It's been probably 35 years, the long gone. Yeah. But I think it's been like 35 years since I've seen either one of them. So I don't know. Remember in Young Guns 2, Emilio plays old Billy the Kid with all that makeup. Now you can just play him without the makeup. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It just seems like a weird idea. And yeah, they said old guns, old pistols. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that there's a way in, but I can't find myself to get super excited except for the fact that it's another Western. If we can get a somewhat close to a budget Western, I'm cool with it. That's why I was kind of hoping that Christopher Nolan would do a Western. I think that'd be cool. Like a like a really good Western. Because I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I love Horizon. Not many people did, but I did. So I don't know. I just want good Westerns. So yeah. Now about Happy Gilmore. Man, I watched Happy Gilmore 2 and or the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 that came out today. And I thought, wow, that looks like, hey, remember that funny thing we did back in the first movie? Well, here it is again, slightly different because some of the people aren't in the movie for various reasons, whether they've shuffled off this mortal coil or whatever, you know? It's just kind of like it just feels wrong. It feels wrong. I don't know. And then to top it all off, coming to Netflix. And it's like, who gives a crap? Like, it's really, really hard for me to get excited about a movie that's coming to Netflix. It just is. It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like the dreaded content. Just feels cheap and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. I'm getting, I guess in my old age, as I'm getting older, I should probably, I'm probably in the second half, right? You know, I'm in the third quarter right now, right? Um, it really feels like I don't want movies to be just on TV. I want to see movies where they're supposed to be seen in the big screen, man, with the big sound system. Well, I got a screen at home little. Yeah, it's not as big as the one that you can in there, and you can't fit 100 strangers in there, can you? Well, I don't want 100 strangers in with their phones. And I mean, I get it. I get it. Look, I get it. When people say they don't like going to the theater for all the reasons that they do, I understand it. But I have too much love for the experience when it's good. I have too much love for that good experience to just completely discount it. And I don't know, you know, I always use the most annoying voice possible when I'm arguing with myself. But there you go. Rob's favorite actor, Christian Slater, is in the second one. I don't know if he's my favorite actor, but I do love some Christian Slater. Okay. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think on that there was a Kino Lorber sale where they had cuffs. Yeah, cuffs on Blu-ray, and I almost bought it. Spoiler alert, that movie's not good. It's just not. But I kind of want it because I love Christian Slater. Let's see. The first Young Guns is a fun popcorn western. The second is a legit quality western. Okay. Maybe I'll have to give him a shot. Billy the Kid slowed down, got suckered into an MLM, sold Airwick knockoffs and energy drinks. He became bothersome to be around. Now, see, what we're going to do is we're going to put two people directly underneath you, and then each one of them will build a leg, and you will earn off of all those different people. Yeah. Good Westerns. Have you seen the trailer for Gunslingers with the amazing Nick Cage? I think I did, and it scared me, if I'm not mistaken. Is that actually playing? Oh, that's playing a trailer. Okay. Probably can't. Who is this? Yeah, I'll show maybe a little bit. Okay. But what's with that? There's a lot of Y in there. But that also looks like Steven Dorff. It is. And Heather Graham. Okay, no, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this trailer. Who was that? I don't know who that was. It looked like Jeff Goldblum. It wasn't, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna stop watching that and try to watch the trailer later. You know, I'll just tell you this, Star Fox. You know, there's channel on the Discord called Trailer Chat. Is it in there? If it's not in there, just saying. I'm just saying. AI prompt: a T-Rex playing hockey with elves. Okay. I get excited for Netflix movies. Yeah, but it's just it's it's hard for me to get super excited for. Hey, we don't believe in this enough to put it in the theater, so it is in there. Okay, well I just need to watch it. Oh, you just put it in there. Okay, okay, I'm gonna mark that as unread so I can watch it. Okay, that's kind of funny. Your driving gives my middle finger an erection. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Now, will this work without me doing anything? Yes. Okay, good. All right. Bam and a T-Rex playing hockey with elves. By the way, it's absolutely free to give me a ridiculous prompt to put in the Photoshop AI. So together, you and I are going to see what Photoshop will do. It's generating, it's generating, it's generating, it's generating, and I mean, that's what it is. I like how one of his fists looks huge compared to the other one. I mean, that's totally an elf. Um, it looks like a toy dinosaur, though. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. A Christmas classic. Let's see. Wait. I went to see Happy Gilmore in the theater when it came out in my baggy Arizona jeans. I mean, I watched it too, and I loved Happy Gilmore. But when I saw that trailer, I was just sitting there the whole time going, like, what? I don't understand. Okay, I just saw Bucho's next prompt. All right, a saltwater crocodile flying an F-16. So there's our dinosaur again. Generate. This is supposed to be photo quality. Let's see. The Dorfmeister's in that one? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, that's not an F-16, obviously. But why is there a person on the back? Why is I don't. The wheels are weird. Everything about that plane is weird. I don't understand what the two fins sticking up are. I don't understand. It's not symmetrical at all. And that bothers me. And the crocodile has a weird, messed up face. I don't see eyes. It's just, I'm going to say this one's disturbing. Okay? That one's disturbing. I'm a simple guy. I see Nick Cage, I want to watch. I mean, I get that. I get that. AI prompt: a kid riding a bicycle with an alien inside the front basket. Okay. Let's see what AI makes of this. Generate. Solid, good solid dwarf in that one. All right, here we go. A kid riding a bicycle with an alien inside the front basket. I mean, that is what that is. I got to say, that's pretty good, except for the brake line not going where it should. Wait a minute. Is that? Nope. Extra finger. We got an extra. Is that no, that's not an extra finger. That's 4 fingers and a thumb. And that's some sort of almost flesh-colored grip. I mean, I got to say, that's a pretty good one. Teeth look somewhat fine. I mean, I got to say, that's a pretty good picture. I mean, it's also very artistic with the negative space over there on the right-hand side. But, I mean, I got to say, that's pretty close to what you said. So, I'm gonna okay that one. How about a dinosaur with 42 burgers on TV? Okay. Let's give it a shot. Generating. Plot twist: I haven't seen Happy Madison or Billy Gilmore. That's 1 burger, not 42. And that is clearly a plasticky dinosaur. So, there you go. F6 dial? Yes, exactly. Is that a child on the back? On the back of what? Oh, one of the previous ones? I don't know. I still, look, I got to be honest, I still don't understand this one. Because that looks like a person in the back, but it's not even a correct, like, where a nose should be. I guess if it's looking, I'm trying to figure out what that's supposed to be. There's very little physiology there that makes sense to me. It's just a jumble of material. But there is like a cheek that I can make out. Other than that, it's just bad. It's just bad, and it makes me uncomfortable, and they should feel bad for doing such a poor image. You should feel bad, Photoshop. It looks like a Hot Wheels toy. Yeah. Weight balance, doy. Almost as funny as last week's flying crocodile. I mean, it's T. Yes. T. That's just an outside wall, totally normal. Which one? You're talking about the alien? Oops, wrong one. This one? I mean, again, this is very close to what could be a real picture. Very close. A 42-inch burger? Let's see. Is that what they were trying to do? Like a 42-inch TV? I mean, maybe. It kind of, look, this is one of those things that just bothers me. That TV is clearly not centered on that TV stand. Okay? Well, Rob, it goes off to the left, so you don't know how many segments there are. I guarantee you it's not centered on that. It's not centered on that. I mean, look, it's kind of not a bad looking burger. Let's look at this. You know, upon closer inspection, it looks like it's been tread on. I don't know. Wait, Vinny, is that your is that your order? Let's try it. 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55. Let's just see what it does, because I guarantee you it's going to freak out and you're going to get like one of those. Okay, get off. YouTube? Stop it. Okay. Let's just see what this does. Okay, generating Vinny's incredibly, I'm just going to say incredible list of food items. I like how you mix it up with 55 and 100. Wait, what happened? Okay, that's odd. Okay. I guarantee you that's not enough. I don't see any pizza on there. I see a burger. But I'll tell you what, if you said, hey, here's a picture of dinner when you get home, I'd be like, without even questioning it, I'd be like, I'm excited. Now, I don't even know what all these things are, because that looks like dead center, right? That looks that you know, the next to that you got the white cup and the little, I don't even know what's in that other container. But that looks like some sort of, almost like those what do you call them? Spiral potatoes, but with like big stringy fried onions on top. You got regular fries and then more fries. And then above that, I'm going kind of counterclockwise. Then you've got what looks like an assorted wings platter, but somehow circular. Especially the ones on the outside are circular. That's troublesome. I mean, the red drink. Look, the red drink could be anything. The box, the paper. No, it's not a box. It is paper. It's like a paper bag full of chicken wings. That looks awesome. If you gave me that, I'd eat it. I'd eat it with my face. I have no idea what that is in the center. In the almost dead center, they look like some sort of cake of assorted things in it. It looks like cheese, but then what's that black crap on top? I don't know what that is. The burger with the melty cheese kind of looks good. You show me a picture of that, I'd be like, yeah. That looks like mozzarella sticks under, like sort of underneath. Then maybe some, I don't know, like it almost looks like fried fish. 2 fried fish, followed by some maybe chicken tenders. Those could just all be chicken tenders. I don't know. Black drink, yellow drink. There's just a bunch of fried stuff on this plate or on this table. And I got to say, it doesn't look bad. Now, what I'm curious about is okay, look at the cup of French fries. Oh, you can't see it. Here, let me move my stupid head. Which one's my, it's this one. Wait, is that it? Yeah. Okay. Pay close attention to the somewhat KFC looking cup there, right? In the center, down below, there looks to be, at least to me, it looks to be a face. So I want to zoom in on this and see what this is. What is that down there? What is this? Why is this here? I mean, I can't enhance, okay? But that looks like I don't know what that's supposed to be. Why is that there? And seriously, what are these? What is this thing? What are these supposed to be? Does anyone know? Because I don't know what that is. That's disturbing to me. Anyway, so I'm going to take a break for a second from the AI photo craziness and get caught up a little bit. How about that? Mini quiche? Mini quiche. Okay, that doesn't belong on that table. And I'm fairly certain you didn't order that. I don't see tater tots. Maybe that's what that oops. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be, kind of right in the center with the onion strings on top. Or at least what I think are onion strings. Is maybe those are supposed to be tater tots. I don't know. I don't know. But let's get caught up. Okay, a couple more prompts. Okay. The burger is coming out of the TV. Yes. Good. That's my prompt. Do it. The burger patty looks like a burnt, smushed butt. Yeah, crab rangoon on the far left. That's a good call, actually. Oops. Wait. I'm messing with the wrong. Sorry. It's this. I'm supposed to be doing that. Yeah, that looks like some sort of Asian fried. Yes, absolutely. And then assorted fried things in that where it's cut off there. Good call. I know. I am kind of hungry. This is probably not a good idea. And no, Star Fox, I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. This same thing happened to Sandra Bullock in the net. Don't click the KFC cup, you'll unload a whole heap of trouble. Is that what happened in that movie? I don't remember. What's to the left of the fries? Well, that's what I thought was to me it looks like you're talking about like right in the center, basically next to the quiche. To me that looks like spiral potatoes but with like fried onions on top. But what I could do is zoom in. I'm just gonna go with that because I don't know, and it's kind of actually the closer you get, the more uncomfortable I get. So you'd eat it? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, you know. There's a lot of stuff that we'd probably give a shot to. All right, we've got two more prompts, and then we're gonna call it for the night because I'm actually pretty tired. Definitely need to drink more. And hey, maybe we need to go get some fried stuff. No. Uh, but I'm actually pretty tired. So I apologize, but yeah, we're gonna call it a little sooner. But it is generating. This is a happy beach scene with children laughing and playing in the sea, but beneath the waves lurks a giant squid with a rocket launcher. Mm. What do y'all say about that? Because those the children are missing limbs and, you know, actual faces. I feel like these kids should be more concerned. I mean, I would be. What's up, Ninjinzu? How's it going? Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's a rocket squid instead of a squid with a rocket launcher. Looks like a typical day at Ocean City. I mean, maybe. But yeah, that one's weird, man. Oops. I put text on there that don't need to be there. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get rid of lorem ipsum. Yes. Let's change it to this so it doesn't do that again. That is odd and frightening. I'd be concerned if my dad didn't have a face. I mean, yeah. An archaeologist holding a whip that is being chased by a giant boulder. So is this what is it? Illinois Smith? Is that what we're going for here? Illinois Smith coming your way. Uh why can't I? There we go. I mean, there's definitely some movement. There are so many things wrong with this, with his physiology. Weirdly toned calf muscle there. Um, what's with those sunglasses? Um, there are so many. Oh my gosh. It's weird how it gets so many things right and then so many things like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got to say that boulder looks awesome. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Looks like an Atari manual pick. I mean, yeah, Alaska Jack, Dakota Williams, Utah Ulysses. Dakota Williams sounds like a porn name. Oregon Andrew, favorite Kurt Russell movie. You had to do that, didn't you? You had to do that. I don't even care. It's Big Trouble in Little China, and I really don't think there's anything that comes close. It's my favorite Kurt Russell performance. So, and like I've said before, I'll say it again. Uh I lament that somewhere in our universe something went wrong and we were unable to get a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China, and in fact a whole IP based on the Big Trouble in Little China universe. Why we didn't get that, I don't know. But yeah, the thing. And see, that's I was actually thinking there. Well, there's the thing. There's Escape from New York. There's Death Proof. You want to talk about another really fun Kurt Russell performance? Death Proof. Some people really like Breakdown. I thought it was fine. Stargate. Um, Gosh, the computer wore tennis shoes. It might be the computer wore tennis shoes. Tombstone, yes, of course. Don't forget, Kurt Russell flew a plane during the Phoenix Lights. That is, yes, I remember that. But I mean, some people might say, hey, the computer wore tennis shoes. Don't sleep on that film. But yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I'm feeling really tired. Really tired. That will be the next AI prompt for next week. You know what? There's room for one more. The computer wore tennis shoes. Let's see what it comes up with. And then we'll get out of here. No. No. Maybe no. Not just just a freaking tennis shoes coming out of a laptop screen. How boring. How boring. How dare you, Photoshop? I was expecting a computer man. Anyway, I will post these in the Discord shortly, and you can peruse them and laugh at them as much as you like. Can we see that now as an end of the stream? Yes, Chris, we just did that. Yes. Large problems in small China. I don't know if that could be put in there. It was fun. Robin Krug didn't type much because this something ghoul update on Fallout, but it's been a good time, folks. Rufus, thank you. Everybody, Wraith, Staffhawks, Vinny, Chris. I already said Wraith. A lot of people. Bucho, Bonobo Juice. I mean, all the people in Jinzu. Thank you all. Thank you all for your viewing. Hopefully it was pleasurable and not whatever. Oh, you know what? Look, I'm just gonna do this real fast. There's a couple things we didn't do. I forgot. Johnny Cage is gonna be in Mortal Kombat 2. I mean, Carl Urban is gonna be in Mortal Kombat 2 as Johnny Cage. These are the first official picks. I swear that was what's her face when I saw that. But yeah, the costumes look great. But yeah. And then finally, I did want to mention that we're going to get a new Starship Troopers movie, apparently from Neil Blomkamp of Elysium, Chappie, and of course District 9 fame. Apparently a new Starship Troopers. So who knows? But look, I want to thank you guys. Chris, thank you. Thank you. Shozama, of course. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you watching. I'm sorry that I'm feeling so you know what it is? It's pressure, man. It's sinus pressure. I've been sneezing the last like week and I could feel my nose is like dry and cracked. It's weird. Hey, Rob, thought of you at the thrift store the other day. Found the Mr. Orange Special Edition for $2. Hey, great. That's awesome, THX. And thank you for being here. Thank you for mentioning that. Anytime anytime you guys want to talk about your physical media pickups, I'm your guy because I love that stuff. I love seeing them. I love hearing about them. I love hearing about. Here's what I'm gonna spend my money on this. I love that because I spend money on a bunch of stuff that some people just probably don't care about, but I do. So anyway, thank you guys for being out here, being out here. That doesn't. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream and watching and chatting and giving me things to prompt and all the things. I appreciate it. I feel like my brains are leaking out my ears. So it's probably time to go. But you guys have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you next time.